Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. I have not done a product review in a while, so today I'm going to do a product review of this keyboard, which is the Logitech K750. Okay, so why do I want to review this one and why today? Because one reason is that I just received it today, and second reason is that I've been using it for the last 4 or 5 years. How can it be both? It is both because I bought this keyboard and I used it for like about 4 or 5 years, and then it died, like it started malfunctioning quite a lot. I had to turn it off and on quite a lot, and then it would just drop. So I realized that the battery was dying basically, and 4 or 5 years is quite a long time for the battery. So I replaced it with the same model, the exact same model. And because I bought it twice, so now you can understand that I do actually love this keyboard. It's a very, very nice keyboard. Let me show you why. So what is my qualification for reviewing a keyboard? I am a touch typist. I learned typing when I was very, very young, and I learned it on the actual typewriters, the physical, like proper physical key typewriters, not on electronic keyboards. My great ambition at the time was to become a clerk in a government office somewhere. But I'm very particular about my keyboards because I do a lot of typing, and I usually favor keyboard over mouse. I do use the keyboard much more because I learned on DOS. When I learned computers, it was DOS, not Windows. User friendliness was not in that time. So for that reason, I use the keyboard a lot, and for that particular reason, I need my keyboard to be a specific format. So two things about this keyboard first. One thing is it's a solar keyboard, which is not something I like because I live in England. So for that reason, it doesn't get charged. So I have solved that by using a reading light. So that gives off enough light that I can just put the panel under it, and it gives it more than 500 lux. So this button, if you press this button, it opens an app on your computer which shows you how much light is coming in and how much reserve is in the battery. So that way it works all right for me. So this is the thing, it's a solar keyboard and it's a wireless keyboard. So I will never show you the setup that I've got because it's in my bedroom, and my bedroom is very messy, so I will never take you in there. But I can tell you about it. The setup I've got is like I've got the laptop open on this side, and that is connected by wires, by cables, long cables to everything. So there's the laptop on this side, and then there's one monitor, second monitor, and then there's the TV in the distance, which is like a 49-inch TV. So everything is connected to my laptop, and I don't want to operate from there. I operate with this, with a keyboard, wireless keyboard, and a wireless trackball, which is also Logitech. I'll show you that another time, one thing at a time. So for that reason, I need one that has a good range. This one has a good range, it works very well, and they both work on the same receiver because Logitech has now that unifying receiver. So it's like a tiny receiver that you can put into the USB, and then you can connect 6 devices to it. So I've got only these 2 devices connected to it, which is perfectly fine for me. So with this one also came with another receiver. Each device comes with its own receiver. So I didn't use that, it's just lying somewhere. And then I just use it on the original one. I just connected this. It's very easy to connect, and it's got some heft to it, which is quite nice because it doesn't slip all over your legs. If you're using it on your lap, or if you're using it on your desk, then you can use these legs. If you're using it on your desk, even on the lap, I use it so you kind of like anchor it to my knee so that it doesn't move around. And it's got quite a good heft, and it's very, very slim. So slightly heavy, about like 1.3 kilograms, and very slim. So it's a really good form factor. I love that. But the best thing to love about this is the format and the keys. I am not a big fan of the chiclet keys usually, but these keys are so nice. They have very low action, so they don't go all the way down and then up. It's very low action, so it's possible to type very fast on this. So I've gotten used to this, and I absolutely love this now. Otherwise, I used to have keyboards where the keys are all connected together. Doesn't matter. Inside there's the same control. So it's got all these function keys, and there is space between the groups of 4, which I like because then you know where the keys are without looking at them. And that's the whole purpose of my keyboard use, that I should be able to do as much as possible without having to look at the keyboard as to where things are. And this is one thing that's missing in there, that the keys are not backlit, but sometimes the backlight is too strong and it's shining in your face as well, which is not good. But I would like to have the option if I could. But there is no other keyboard which would not have solar and have the backlights and have all the other features as well that I need. So I have to use this the best I can. So it's only the two things. Solar is okay. I have found a solution to charge with the reading light. It's perfectly fine. But yeah, backlight would be nice. But I try to not look at the keys as much as possible so I know where everything is. And which is why sometimes I use this side key as well. So my keyboard has to have a side number panel, including the plus key and the enter key, because they are useful. Sometimes when you're watching a video, you have to increase the speed of the video, plus key, or zoom in, zoom out in some software. I need these six keys, and they need to be all the same size, and the delete should be here, the home should be here. They all have to be in this particular place. That is the requirement for me. And I need space below that, because that is where, when you are using that, so this is where my fingers rest, so that if I'm leaving them here, it might press some keys inadvertently. So you don't want to do that. So I keep my hands here when they're idle, my fingers are here. These arrow keys have to be exactly here. They cannot be you cannot be embedded in the rest of the keyboard. So I need space here, exactly that kind of space. I need the backslash, because that is what you use for separating the folder names when you're typing a folder path, long folder path. All of these keys, the alphabet keys, they cannot have anything doubled up with them. I cannot handle that. I don't want that. It's a UK format, obviously, so the top one is properly numbered, so I can use them as well. So it's a full keyboard with all the keys that you need. I even use the print screen. Sometimes I need the scroll lock, but not that much. So the only keys that I don't use on here would be the scroll lock and the pause. That's very rare for me to use them. Everything else I use, including the number pad and all the numbers and all the enter key here, everything. And it's got a off on, which is very nice. So if I want to keep it by my side while I'm watching TV or something, then I can just turn it off so that I don't press anything by mistake. And the function keys have the multimedia controls as well, and I've gotten very used to them. So while this replacement was taking place, I used another keyboard, and that did not have the multimedia keyboard. So I realized how much I have come to depend on this. One thing I don't like in this format, but this is in every keyboard now, which is the Alt GR. I don't like that. I would rather have another Alt key, just like it is on the left side. And I would like to have a right click key on the right hand side as well, but it doesn't have those. So yeah, it's alright. They are not deal breakers for me. That's pretty much it. So it's a fantastic keyboard, really like it. Nice form factor, nice weight, and performance wise absolutely amazing. You can guess that I really love this because I bought a second version of that, second copy after the first one died. If I have to replace it every 4 years or 5 years, I'm okay with that, because it's not that expensive, and if it gives me the performance, then yeah, I have not found anything to replace it yet that could take its place or would be better. I've tried other keyboards. I would like to have a backup. Thank you very much for watching, for your patience while I rambled on about the keyboard. I'll give you the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching this episode, and please subscribe to the channel. If you give any likes, leave any comment, that all helps the channel. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that you take the time to do that. This is my episode for today, for day 96. Meet me here tomorrow.